G'day guys, this is Captainoob here today, and this is Cataclysm, a weapon that does 235,000 damage. 235,000, you better believe it. Alright, so I'll go into the attachments and I'll explain how I got to this monster of a number here. And okay, so the base of this weapon is a combat shotgun, but if you're familiar with this game, you'll know that and the combat rifle look pretty much the same, so I've put the rapid automatic receiver from the combat rifle onto this weapon. That just gives it a better rate of fire. I've got a flamer barrel from the plasma rifle here. Don't worry, it's not going to be shooting flames. I've got the short stock for the combat rifle because the recoil of this weapon pushes the muzzle down, so I wanted that to be as the least I can possibly be, so I just put a basic stock there for zero recoil control at all. Got the quick eject drum mag for the combat shotgun just because it looks neat while it's in there, and ammo capacity reasons. Got the reflex sight from the 44 Magnum. It's a pretty cool little scope or sight there, so I might as well put it in. And now, last thing I have on here is the Gauss rifle suppressor. Normally you wouldn't be able to put it on the front of on the muzzle of your weapon once you've got a flamer barrel on, but I previously had a laser rifle barrel on this weapon and put the Gauss rifle suppressor on and then switched back to a flamer barrel, and for some reason the Gauss rifle suppressor stayed. It's invisible, but the game thinks it's there anyway. So with all of that, we get 235,000 damage. Now you might be wondering whether any legendary effects make this better, and while some do, freezing adds a little bit of damage to it. Irradiated does too, but something like 2-shot, you'd think it would basically double the 235,000 damage, but it doesn't. Powerful brings it right back down to 25, and 2-shot makes it at its default damage as what it would usually be without the Gauss rifle suppressor. So we'll definitely not be having any legendary effects on this one. So enough of me flapping my jaws about this, let's go and kill some gunners. Okay, so here we are in Gunner's Plaza, and let's hope the damage on the weapon card is true, and let's get into it. So as you can see there, I get a massive ammo capacity on this thing, and it pretty much one-shots him, and her, and yeah, so the sneak attack criticals will obviously multiply that. Yeah, so getting close to about 1 million damage with this thing when everything's said and done, so I don't think anyone's going to be walking away from that. I could fire this thing in full auto if I need to, but I don't have to. I'll probably get to that a little bit later just to show you that the recoil actually pushes the muzzle down. It's one of the strangest of the weapon effects I've had. We'll just blow up these turrets, kill him, kill him, kill him, and you, and you. We're using a suppressor so we can be all nice and sneaky while we do it too. She can erase her browsing history in the afterlife. And coming around the corner to the last lot of gunners. Oh, looks like I've been detected, whatever will I do? So, just since this is a combat shotgun based weapon, I'm actually firing multiple projectiles per shot, but at the spread of which a plasma flamer would, and since it's already sort of coming around from, like, the spread of that is inherently low anyway, so the grouping on the little plasma or the EC rounds is quite insane. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate some full auto fire here just to see how much this thing knocks around your crosshairs, so holding down the trigger. And be careful while doing that because the effect of the suppressed Gauss rifle projectile is rather taxing on the frame rate if there's too many around. But let's go in to kill some monsters, shall we? Alrighty, here's Swan, and it's gonna be a pretty bad day for him. Yeah. Over and done with, let's move on to another monster. Okay, so there's Deathclaw in the distance, and we'll go ahead and make short work of him. Down he goes. Easy peasy. Let's move on to something else. Yet another Deathclaw for us to kill, so we'll do that just now, and manage to catch 2 on the Spread of the weapon there, and his mate goes down next. So that was that against one monster, but want to try some multiples. Let's see what this weapon can do. Okay, it appears that 60 giant Mininukes have appeared on this beach once again, so let's start killing them. But first, let's kill the damsel in distress. Yeah, I suppose that's one way to put it. Looks like they're coming in, so we'll take them as they're charging up to us. In fact, we won't even need to sneak for this, we'll just take them out as soon as they detect us. Maybe the ones in the air can die, and they can just float there, I suppose. No, they're eventually coming down. Alright, now we're being charged at, we can simply backpedal and hip-fire our way to victory. These are properly trained Mininukes in the art of flanking your enemies, so they will try to get around you. But it's going to be hard for them to crawl over each other and the multiple bodies that I'm lying around everywhere. So we'll continue to shoot all these Mininukes as they get close. They're definitely putting the pressure on me now. Lucky for me, I can survive a couple of Mininuk blows, but they can't survive one of mine. So it looks like there are but 2 remaining, and look at this cute little baby Mininuk. Stop right there. Nope, okay, he's chosen the hard way. You brought it on yourself, you've got no one else to blame but you. So there you go, you can decimate 60 giant Mininukes with this weapon, so you can take solace in the fact that if your game ever spawns 60 massive Mininukes on this beach, you'll be in good hands. I suspect I'm going to be leveling up for a while, so I'll skip ahead and I'll meet you back in Sanctuary where we're going to test this weapon on us. See how we survive against it. Okay, so this time I've given Kate Cataclysm, and it's time for us to annoy her enough so she'd shoot us. It appears she is immune to berserk syringes, so it looks like we might have to just hit her. Disclaimer, Captainoob doesn't condone violence against women in any way. Because you get shot and then you die. One last thing. Yeah, I think that was alright. Okay, so that's it for Cataclysm. This is probably by far the most powerful weapon I've ever used, and probably will ever use using the Wacky Weapons mod. But if you want to do this for yourself, mod links will be in the description below, and you can get this for any platform, so that's nice. Thank you for watching, guys.